and welcome to your practice today. A practice which will help to ease your worries and anxiety. Being pregnant and if you're getting closer to birth, you might have a lot of uncertain feelings coming up or ideas of uncertainty making you feel worried and making you feel anxious. So yoga is a wonderful way to create a sense of grounding in your body and a sense of calm in your heart and mind. So join me on the mat. And if you have a pair of blocks, that's great. Place them at the front edge of your mat. And if you have a blanket, that's also great. We will be on hands and knees, and being able to put your knees on a blanket will be really comfortable for your knees. So come to stand at the front edge of your mat. Let the palms face forward, just so you can feel the shoulder heads open, and then relax the palms. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale through the nose. Second breath, inhale the hands together at the heart center. Exhale. Third breath, part the arms, look up, see the overhead. And exhale, hands back to heart center. Good. Beginning asana, Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Find your blocks. Let the head go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees and roll through the spine. Arms reach all the way out and up. Exhale, standing Tadasana. Pause here with the hands down. So 3 breaths here. Breathing in. Breathing out. So already beginning to move into the body, breathing fully. Just notice where this anxiety, this stress, this worry or fear of uncertainty resides in your body and your breath. And imagine that each breath that you take through this practice is transmuting that nervous energy into a calm, connected, grounded energy. Inhale right into those places of nervousness. And exhale, breathe out confidence. Inhale, maybe you start to notice that you're breathing in more positive qualities, and exhaling out the anxious. Good. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Keep breathing. Exhale, overhead, down, forward fold. Release the head. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, deep bow. Inhale, bend the knees, roll through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Take as many breaths as you need. On your next inhale, take the arms up overhead. Exhale, standing Tadasana. Last one, just like this. Inhale, arms reach, look up. Exhale, forward fold, release your head. Inhale, lengthen. So we're finding rhythm in the breath. Exhale, bow, release the head. Inhale, bend your knees and roll through the spine, arms out and up. Exhale, standing Tadasana. Good. Adding on. Inhale, arms reach, look up. Exhale, bowing, release your head at the blocks or maybe even reaching to the floor. Inhale, halfway up, step the right foot forward and the left foot back. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, come into a low lunge. Good. Exhale, send the weight back in space. Walk the blocks with you and take a reverse lunge. So the front foot is flex. Exhale, hinging forward. Energize through the leg. Exhale. Good. Inhale, step your right foot forward. You're going to take your hands inside the leg and then heel toe your right foot out to the right a little bit. Good. Take your hands to the floor. So we're getting a little bit deeper inside that right hip crease. Yes. And then from here, move your right foot forward a little further and start to take a lunge in that right hip. So a lot of times our anxiety, our fears, our uncertainties, we get sort of stuck. And going to the hips is a great place to start to release some of that tight hold. So take your toes, turn your toes out, your right toes, and then peel the right inner foot off the floor, breathing. Exhale. So we're also working some arm strength here. So if your arms are starting to shake or get tired, just keep breathing. Exhale. Good. Push the hands into the floor. Return the foot back. Take your right foot back to meet the left. Hands underneath Your shoulders for cat and cow. Inhale, open the body. Exhale, rounding, release. Inhale, open, lengthen through the body. Exhale, rounding and release. Last one. Inhale, lengthen through the body. Exhale, round and release. Inhale, neutral spine. Give yourself some space. Walk the hands out. Tuck your toes under and reach the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath with sound. 1. You're staying here for 5 breaths. 2. 3. 4. 5. The bottom of your exhale, come on down to your knees. Gather your blocks back onto your mat and step the left foot forward between your hands. So the back knee stays down, coming forward into a lunge. So take it easy. We're feeling out the front side of the body, breathing. So no need to force, just let the body move in and breathing at the same time. Breathing, exhaling. Good. Inhale back in space. Lengthen through the body. Exhale, forward fold. Release. Exhale. 2. 3. Good. Come back in space. So walk forward again with your blocks. You're going to take the blocks inside that front leg. Turn your left toes out, maybe heel toe the foot to the outer edge of your mat. Turn your left toes out, and then take your hands to the floor. So getting a little bit deeper in the hip crease here, breathing well. Full breath. And then adding the hip rotation. So we're going to peel that front left inner foot off the ground and start to open and let the left knee fall away from the body as you breathe. 2. So what we're doing here is with taking an anxious mind, giving it some deep postures and some very slow counted breath. This is your tool. So take this practice, do this practice, put it into your memory bank, into the blueprint of your body, so that anytime you encounter anxious thoughts or you notice you're reading a book or article or something and you just feel your heart racing and you feel yourself getting nervous, come back to this breath of deep breath in, deep breath out, and then bonus points if you can put yourself in a posture that just gets you into your body. Go ahead and release that left foot back to center. Coming on to all fours. Again, cat and cow. Open through the body as you inhale. And exhale, rounding through the spine. So practice this aspect of the breath where you inhale and open the body and exhale and round the body. So in this way, we're facilitating that expansion on the inhale and the hugging in on the exhale. Good. Last one, take your toes to tuck as you inhale. Exhale, make some space with your hands, lift the hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. So this is your second downward dog today with me anyway. Maybe you did another one earlier, but just notice what it feels like to have your feet level and neutral. Notice what it feels like to have also the palms of your feet flat and fully connected to the earth. So both your hands and your feet are connected. And from that firm connection, notice a ripple effect of energy through the legs, through the spine, hip rising up towards the sky, up and back. One more deep breath. Exhale, slowly drop the knees to the ground. Gather your blocks in front of you and coming to stand at the front edge of your mat in a forward fold. So take the forward fold with your blocks. Good. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees and roll through the spine. Take your time. Roll the shoulders. Lift the arms out and up. And exhale, standing Tadasana. Good. We're going to take that same general posture and take it a little bit, little more grander stance. The knee down, lifted. So same thing, a little modified. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold, release your head. Inhale, step your right foot forward and the left foot back. This time the knee stays off the ground. Good. From here, take a lunge without dropping the knee. So inhale here, energy through the leg. See what it feels like to breathe both an inhale and an exhale. Do you notice anything different? Notice how your breath literally affects little muscles in the body. Our breath is really powerful and it's connected, right? The muscles of the body that help us breathe are connected to other muscles in the body. So using your breath as you're stretching, as you're moving is really, really important. Good. Exhale, push your right foot into the ground and take a little bow forward. Keep the back heel floating high so the back leg is neutral. Let the head drop towards the ground, elbows soft, shoulders gently relaxed. Push your right foot firmly into the ground and draw the right hip back and away. So your big toe mound is pressing into the earth as you draw your right hip back. Deep breath. 1. 2. 3. Inhale, come forward, take your hands inside that front leg, spin your back heel down and take a forward bow inside that front leg. So the front big toe is down. Breathing deeply. Exhale. Inhale, come up halfway, long spine. Take your right hand to your right hip and look to the right. So breathing here, energy through your right leg and your left leg, breathing deeply. Exhale. So I love these postures where we have the body kind of positioned on one side and we're looking the other direction. This cross body awareness helps to broaden our vision, our view, and we start to sometimes see new possibilities. We start to see new ways of relating to these anxious thoughts, these nervous thoughts that we're having, these worries that we feel kind of overtaken by. And when we take these postures that turn us upside down or rotate us to the side with strong legs grounded into the earth, we feel capable. We are reminded of what we can do. Good. Exhale, hands back to the blocks. Take your back leg, drop the back knee down, take the right leg back to meet the left. This time we're doing hips in a circle. So hands to the floor, take the hips in a circle, working out any tightness in your hips. Good. Go the other way. Maybe even flutter the lips on your exhale. Nice. Take one more direction. One more deep breath. Good. And on your exhale, either cat and cow, or if you love this one that we do sometimes, go ahead and place your hands behind you on the floor, open through the chest. So cat and cow is also a great option here. Otherwise, palms to the floor, press the hips up towards the sky, breathing deeply. Exhale, drop the hips down, downward facing dog. So hands back onto the floor in front of you, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Looking at your baby. See if you can find that length in the spine. One more breath here. Exhale, hands, knees to the floor, stepping your left foot forward using your blocks. So grab those blocks. It's a lot easier to step the foot forward if you have blocks. Tuck your back toes, energy through the back leg, high lunge with the hands on your blocks, but we're keeping the back knee up as you open the chest. Just like we did on the other side, take a few breaths here. So what does it feel like to inhale and exhale? What muscles shift and change and respond and receive from your breath? The breath is so powerful. So the more we practice this and have experience with how powerful the breath is, the more likely we are to truly and actually anchor into the breath as a very potent tool in labor. And that is exactly what we want to do. On your exhale, good. Shift your weight back in space, keeping that back heel floating. So not letting the back leg rotate. Press your left foot into the ground. Draw the left hip back and take a little bow. So this is a bit of a balance. You have your hands on your blocks, feel steady, connected to the steadiness of the earth can be received up into your body. Breathe deep. 2, 3. Good. Bend your front knee. Now you're going to spin the back heel down and take your blocks inside your front leg, lengthening through the front leg again. Good. So hands are inside. Your stance is a little wider. The right leg's to the right, left leg to the left. Take your left hand to the left side waist. Press into your right hand and look left. Breathing. Press into the front big toe mound. Draw the left hip crease back. Breathe deep. 2. Taking in new perspectives. 3. Good. Exhale, place the hands back down. Drop, you know what? Let's just step to the front of your mat. So take your blocks on either side of your front foot, get light on that back foot, and come to stand at the front edge of your mat, hanging forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees and roll through the spine, arms out and up. Look up. Exhale, standing Tadasana. And interlace your fingers behind the back. Open through the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, release the arms, bend the knees, reach the arms forward, Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, release the head. Inhale, step your right foot forward, left foot back. Spin your back heel down, keeping your hips facing forward. So same placement of your feet, left foot to the left, right foot to the right. Rise up for warrior 1. Breathing here. So here we are getting a nice opening release on this whole left side of the body. Inhale, the arms open broad, interlace your fingers and reach through the chest. Keep bending that front knee. Feel free to come out and in. So if you're feeling a little bit tired or wobbly in the joints, sometimes giving a little mobility, a little in and out movement can help. Breathing. Exhale. Good. Take your arms out to the side. From here, going to just flip the arms back and front and practice breathing deeply. So here we are, adding on to kind of layering. So we've been establishing the breath as something that we can do slow and calm when the body is moving slow and calm and feeling at ease. Now, what we've done is we're increasing the intensity of the work in your body. You've got your legs doing a nice, strong power stance. And now we're adding arms. So maybe you feel your heart rate raising a little bit. Can you, while you're doing these two things, elevating the engagement, the energy that your body needs, even perhaps your heart rate, can you also breathe deeply? Practice it now. Inhale. Exhale. Yes, inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, arms reach, look up. And exhale. Nice job. Step back with your back knee. Switch to the other side. We're actually going to sit back on your heels, sit nice and tall, and just rise up. Good. Standing on your knees. So if you get kind of uncomfortable on your knees, you're absolutely welcome to add a blanket under your knees. Good. From here, place your hands just at the top of your, like if you had pant pockets on your backside, just place your hands at the top of that and inhale. Press the pockets down as you open the chest up. Deep breath. 2, 3. Good. Sit back on your heels, open the knees wide, and let's take a child's pose just for a few breaths. So I always enjoyed child's pose on a block during my pregnancies because it just gave you more space. Allow the breath to slow down. And this is like labor, right? Where we have a moment of effort and then actually a really long break. We often underestimate how much time we spend in rest. If you figure you've got 1 minute of labor contraction, and then the rest is anywhere from 4 to 20 minutes in between. I don't know, you might be spending something like 75% of your labor resting. When we think about these, all we think about is the work that we're going to do in the contractions. But we need to prepare our body for being still, for recovering, for these intervals of deep stillness and rest. And giving yourself a practice of breathing and being still that doesn't include worry, right? So letting go of the worry and fear and trusting that your breath and your body are working beautifully together. Practice this now. Notice how well your body and breath are working together right now. Take rest. Just one more breath here. Exhale, release, and come back up onto all fours, stepping the left foot forward between your hands. Spin your back heel down, stepping your left foot to the left and right foot to the right, just a little bit. So front knee bends, rising up, inhale, reach up. Good. Exhale, hands behind your back, lengthen through the body, breathing here. So nice, strong stance, maybe coming in and out like you did on the other side, or maybe just holding the stretch. Deep breath. Good. And then exhale, hands out to the side. Here we go again. So just like labor, like we know what's coming and we do it anyway, and we know what to do. All right. So we're breathing, we're rotating. So we're just flipping the palms over. You're going to feel this perhaps in your upper shoulders and your arms. Another way that you can do this is to pretend like you're holding a doorknob and you're rotating the doorknob front and back, open and close as you breathe. So legs are working strong. Breath maybe starting to speed up. Heart rate may be increasing. The arms are getting tired. The mind is doing who knows what, right? Practice directing your mind to the breath and slow the breath down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. You got this. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, find your blocks. You're just going to step to the front edge of your mat. Nice job. Forward fold, release your head. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, bend your knees and roll through the spine. Arms reach out and up. Exhale, standing mountain pose. Good. Come and face the side of your mat. You do not need your blanket. You can take your blocks to either edge of your mat, facing sideways on your mat, facing me. I'm going to mirror you now. So I'm going to turn your right leg out, open your arms front to back, coming into triangle pose. So from here, take this front hip, drop it down and back. Keep the tailbone lengthening down, sternum over the pubic bone. Breathing through, reaching through the right side, grabbing a hold of your block. Good. Breathing deeply. So pressing the foot into the ground and the back leg pressing as well, pressing the feet apart from one another. Find your breath deeply. 2, 3, press the feet, rise up, swivel to the other side. Left leg, inhale, reaching. Exhale, triangle. So fingertips can touch a block or 2 blocks. Make this work for you. Once again, we're keeping the sternum over the pubic bone and the pubic bone under the sternum. Tailbone reaches down. 2 more breaths. Deep breath with sound. Press into the floor, rising up. Nice job. Reset. Come to the center of your mat. Good. This one we're going to turn in. Turn the toes to face in. Take the hands around behind the back. Open through the chest. Exhale. Nice soft knees. Hinge forward. Take a bow. Breathing deeply. Let the hands fall over the low back. Let the head go. Hands come to gravity. On your inhale, just float the hands back to the hips first. And then exhale, bend the knees and roll through the spine. Nice. Coming up, we'll make our way to the floor for a finishing pose. So taking those blocks can help you make your way to the ground, coming onto all fours. Swing your legs around and come to sit with the legs in Baddha Konasana at the front. Sitting nice and tall. Soles of the feet together, palms into the feet. Open the feet like a book and exhale, hinging forward. Breathing deeply. 1, 2, 5 breaths. 3. If the mind wanders, just guide it back to the breath. 4. Let the head go fully on this last deep breath. 5. Inhale, sit nice and tall, releasing one leg behind you, twisting away from the knee that you released. Take a simple twist, look back. So once again, gentle twisting action, helping to take ourselves into a new orientation with what's true. Switching your legs to the other side, looking back over your back shoulder. Breathing, exhale. Good. Inhale back to center. And setting up now for final relaxation. So if you are here for just a short practice, you can stay seated. And if you have more time, definitely lay down on your side. Take a rest. Support yourself with blocks. Whatever position you choose, commit to it for stillness for the next few minutes. I'll hold the space. Starting with your feet. Let your feet become heavy. And notice how that heaviness continues up the legs, to the shins, the calves, the knees, the thighs, and the hips. Notice your legs from the hips to the toes resting fully. Bring awareness to the hands, the fingers, the palms, the wrists, the forearms, elbows, upper arms, and shoulders. Bringing both hands and your entire arms into your mind's eye. Allow your arms to rest fully. And then bringing to awareness your torso and your head. Allowing the breath to come and go as it pleases without rhythm or shape. Just breathing. Let go. Yielding to the earth fully. Now taking in your whole body as one, including your baby. Taking it in, holding, resting, being. Allowing the stillness to take over. For the next minute, take rest. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Coming back to the physical body. If you have more time, feel free to stay in rest for a while longer. If your practice is complete, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring the hands together at the heart center. Take a simple bow forward to seal in your practice and give yourself a deep thanks for carving out this time to learn and breathe and practice how you can transform your moment by moment experience through the breath.